everybody, it's Safi and Marco, Dish Out on the Movies. Today we're doing another Star Wars movie, and we're commentating on it, which is probably not the proper way to say it. It's called Star Wars: The Last Jedi. We're only going to do a half today and half tomorrow.
No, I'm doing the whole thing.
Oh, Marco's doing the whole thing.
If you want to bitch out and leave early, then you can go do that. But I don't like bitch out on commentaries.
This is ridiculous. We already had decided this, but
been doing YouTube for like 7 years now, and it's like the least you can do is like to watch a whole movie and a commentary.
Well, we'll have to press pause and take a break then. You have to get the brownies out of the oven, and I'll have to get the wagon and fill it with barbecue supplies and put it in the front of the place. So the movie came out in 2017. It has the girl we saw in the last movie, Daisy Ridley. We have Luke from a long time ago. And then we have Finn and Poe from the last movie. And so
I think this movie came out on my birthday, and really? I was like, I'm not going to ruin another one of my birthdays watching Disney Star Wars propaganda movies. Man-hating, anti-men propaganda movies. So, here we go. Safi.
Okay, now we have,
No, we're starting at the beginning. This is the very beginning. Are you not
in the movie?
Are you going to start the movie at the very beginning, Safi?
Marco, if I started, it may not show the picture.
No, it won't.
Jesus Christ.
Safi, we have to actually commentate at the same place. We're not going to do it like with Force Awakens, where like it's like we're in a race and we're competing with each other. It's like we've got to start at like the same time.
Okay.
Are you at 15 seconds?
I don't have any 15 seconds on mine. It's going to show the picture. I don't know what to tell you. If I'm going to tell it one more time, this is it. Ready, set, go. I don't understand it. Starting now.
Well, it looks like we're
now.
Relatively at the same place. Safi, I don't know why that's...
We're never going to get through this. We can't even get through the freaking beginning of the movie. I just saw I'll say it later, but I'm not going to say it anymore. We're doing another Star Wars movie. It's called Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
You've already said that.
2017. Okay, we're both at the beginning. I have a picture. I've been trying to get a picture on my phone for the last 2 times. So, anyway, I finally got it. And
well, let me commentate now, because we were originally just going to watch this movie and not commentate.
Which really would have been better.
But I saw this... I saw this opening text. I thought this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Because, after they used the word hope like 1,000,000 times in Force Awakens and then Rogue One, they had to use the word hope again in the opening text of this movie. It's really hilarious because in the original Star Wars movie, they don't even use the word hope once in the entire opening text, except for the title. And yet, in every single Star Wars thing, it's like they've got to say, hope, 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 hope. Fuck you! There is no hope. Disney's shitting on Star Wars now. There is no hope anymore. George Lucas sold out.
And look who's in it. Leia's a daughter in real life.
She's kind of creepy looking. She should be like...
Well, she's hard to recognize. Well, you recognize her, but she has her hair all up in a weird hairdo.
If they reboot The Grudge again, she should play the Grudge girl. The one that goes like... Ah!
She could do that. Now we have the red-haired guy from before, and he's plays a perfect Hitler. Although Hitler didn't have red hair, but I mean, he's a red-haired Hitler. I'll say it like that. Now we're getting ready to attack the rebels. Are we going to... It looks like we're going to attack the planet where the rebels are, but uh-oh. We have a rebel ship approaching this bad guy's ship. Just a single fighter. Who's on this fighter?
Safi, that is the worst commentary.
Oh, look. It's R2-D2. He's on it.
Safi, don't do that.
I hope they're not going to get blown out of the water.
You're not a sports announcer, Safi.
I don't know what to do. I hate commentaries.
Why?
They're just stupid. I don't like them. I'm supposed to watch this and commentate on it.
It's a skill you have to learn.
This red-haired Nazi's great, though. He is really good. He's the perfect guy.
I think he's goofy and over the top.
He is kind of over
the top. Unbelievable. Not real. Fake. Phony. Cartoonish. Bad. I can already tell this movie's trash.
Really?
This opening scene feels like an SNL skit or something.
Oh, is that Poe driving? Ah. Whoa. R2-D2 just went backward like a rubber band. Wow. Poe and R2-D2. Wow. Looks like they're getting some good hits on the rebel ship or the bad guy's ship.
Captain Candy. His name is Captain Candy.
No, I don't remember this guy.
Guess he's new.
And then who's the woman with them? I don't remember her either. And we're talking about the bad guys.
You know, this scene would be kind of interesting if there was any setup for it at all. But there was no setup for this sequence. Like,
uh-oh.
This might as well be like the middle of like a Star Wars cartoon episode. It's just like some random sequence that's happening.
Yeah, you're right. It could be. Uh-oh. R2-D2 is quickly... we'll see if it
Safi,
works.
that's not R2-D2.
It's not?
No.
Don't tell me it's that circle.
Yes,
thing.
Safi, it's literally a different...
BB, what'd you say it's called? BB?
Oh, God.
Well, I said in the other movie when they introduced this circle robot, I said, and it took 3/4 of the way into the movie before they said the name of the robot, and that's why I don't know it. Are Poe and BB whatever, or I'll just call them BB, are they going to be able to handle this? Are they going to be able to survive? I think that's Poe. Looks like Poe.
So right off the bat, they're establishing that General Leia is a retard.
Oh, look, that's C-3PO right there. He's with Princess Leia, of course.
She's General Leia now, Safi.
Oh, General Princess Leia? Or Princess
No,
General?
she's not a princess anymore. Because,
she's not?
Well, this is Disney, so they don't think that a woman should be called a princess, because that's
a little ironic for Disney, now, don't you think?
Well, she has to only be General Leia now, because, you know, she has to be a strong woman. And right off the bat, you know, she's yelling at Poe and telling him that he should disengage. It's stupid, it's dumb, it doesn't feel real, it doesn't feel like something that she would do. It feels like something that they're forcing her to do. Like, this is not what her character would be like as a general. She wouldn't...
Marco, they made her... You know, you better give him a little bit of a slack.
No, not at all. This movie sucks
It
so
looks like
far.
we have more fighters, resistance fighters now fighting the bad guys. Uh-oh. I don't think that was Poe, but somebody else did get hit. One of the good guys. Uh-oh. The new bad guy who we've never seen before, who's really evil too. Is that Daisy Ridley, one of the fighters?
No, Safi.
No, just another girl.
What do you think? They all look alike?
Well, you can't tell. They've got helmets on, and I don't know.
I
the
can
voice.
tell.
Is it because she's not British? She's American. Uh-oh.
Safi, your commentary is,
Uh-oh, this
like...
is bad. I don't like commentating. I just want to make that clear. I don't like it.
This is some nice looking action, though.
Yeah, I would think so. I don't even know what to say because you complain about everything. So at least you're saying something positive. Uh-oh.
Well, you literally just contradicted yourself because you said that like all I do is complain, and then I just said something positive.
I know. I said at least.
So that contradicts itself, you know. You say that in every single review.
Oh, boy.
And in every single review, I always say something positive.
I think I see Darth Vader.
Safi, Darth Vader's dead.
Well, is he?
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Something's wrong. Oh my god. They just said drop the payload, and I think she was the payload. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Uh-oh. Looks like she's gonna blow herself up. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't know what's happening exactly, but we'll see if it works. Looks like she did what she was supposed to do.
So far, this is a very nice looking movie. It's very stylistic looking, and it looks a lot better than The Force Awakens visually. However, I don't like the characters so far.
Well, they don't really have much of a chance to be a character.
Well, so far I don't like the red-headed guy who's like an over-the-top buffoon, and I don't like General Leia and how she's a bitch, basically. I mean, she's basically like a stereotypical female boss. Like, you know how they say that not even women want to work for a female boss, they want to work for a male boss, because women can be even worse. They can be even more mean and cruel and impersonal, and that's what it seems like General Leia is. It seems like she's a very rude and disgusting boss, and I don't like that. I don't think that she would have turned out that way. I don't even think she was like that in the last movie. In the last movie...
Well, she wasn't on that long in the last movie.
But she didn't seem like a biatch. She didn't seem like a bad boss.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my. See, look. Look.
What?
The guy, the Harry Potter guy, bad guy, and the Star Wars is doing what he would do in the other movie, in the Harry Potter movies. He was mad and he just mind controlled his body to flatten out and go in and spin around.
But usually they'd be sitting around a table with Voldemort in person.
Yeah, Voldemort. Nah, no way.
What?
He did that. I can't believe it. Uh-oh.
Let's pause this. I have to pause. I want to make sure. I don't think we can hear the oven alarm. I need to get the brownies. Yeah.
Okay, Marco's getting the brownies. We paused the movie. In the meantime, while all of this heavy-duty action is going on, and the red-haired bad guy, I should say the red-haired Hitler, is getting body slammed by the Star Wars Voldemort. We have, what's his name? Is it Finn? We have Finn, who's been, remember, he got knocked out in the last movie, and in fact, in the last movie, they showed him, he didn't even awaken by the end of the movie, and so he's been in some kind of, maybe a forced, you know how when people get badly injured, they force them into a coma? It looks like he's been in a coma.
What?
Forced or unenforced coma. And
that's not what it's called, Safi.
but anyway, he's out of it now, and he's falling off the table and fiddling with this whatever. Now he's out of the picture now. Oh, that was Poe with BB.
Safi, it looks like you're not even watching the movie.
That's because I stopped it. You told me to.
Wouldn't you start it back up again when I sat down? Oh, God.
Well,
and right off the bat, they're already treating Finn like a joke again. And even more of a joke in this movie.
why do you say that?
Really, Safi?
Uh-oh, now he wants to know where Ray is. That's a good question.
She's where she was at the end of last movie.
Yeah, I know.
Now let's see. What's the payoff, Safi? Remember what I told you what would happen?
Yep. Sorry, I'm coughing. Oh, there she is. She has her little old, oh my God, look, oh yeah, it's mechanical hand, because remember his dad got rid of his arm with the hand. Uh-oh, and what's gonna happen?
I told you what would happen.
What does she think is gonna happen, I wonder? Oh my God, did he just throw that behind him?
Mm-hmm.
And walked away from her?
I think as soon as that happened,
I'll take it if you don't want it.
As soon as that happened, I would have left the theater. Luke Skywalker doesn't want his lightsaber? Fuck that. I would have left the theater.
That's unbelievable.
That's a complete disgrace, disrespect to the character.
I don't understand that.
It doesn't make sense. It's stupid.
Where'd he go? What did he do? He went inside like a little baby?
Just like they ruined Han Solo, they're also ruining Luke Skywalker, making him a loser. All the male characters get turned into losers. All the female characters get a promotion.
He just locked the door, I think. You heard this click. And she told him who she was and everything.
I'm also making tea because for some reason, I'm already having allergy problems in the afternoon.
Well, we have some kind of little critter that looks like an owl.
I can't remember. Oh, they're called porgs or something. Like, they're the big thing of this movie.
Porgs?
Like, porgs. They're like a merchandise type of creature that, like, they wanted to make.
I never saw that.
Oh, God, sorry.
I mean, I haven't seen it even
You're a
like
liar.
on the thrift shop.
You're a liar.
I've seen the BB. Ooh. Oh, look who's there! Chewie! Oh, Chewie's upset. Oh, who's that? Is that our favorite person? Kylo.
Now, as I've already said, this movie looks very good visually. It's very artistic compared to the last movie, which basically looked like a generic blockbuster.
Oh, look, you actually see him instead of a big overpowering from the Wizard of Oz entity in the sky. Now you see a Star Wars Voldemort in a more as a figure that actually walks around like a, I don't know what to say, a human. He's not.
He's played by Andy Serkis. You know.
What? You're kidding. Is he wearing? He has to be wearing stilts then, or they. It's just. Andy Serkis is really good. No, he doesn't. He looks a little bit less like Voldemort now. I think they must have changed his makeup, or it's just the fact he's not an omnipotent.
Yeah. See, as we already talked about, this movie is obsessed with undoing everything that the first movie did, because Snoke just said, "I thought you were going to be the new Vader, but I was mistaken. You're not going to be." And that's basically like what this whole movie is. It's like, oh, you thought that was going to happen? This is going to happen. You thought that was going to happen? This is going to happen. And that's the whole thing. Which it's like, if they just did that for a couple of creative choices, it would be fine. But the fact that they do that for every single little creative choice in the story is really, really stupid.
Oh, that's interesting that he says that. Your deeds split your spirit to the bone.
Yeah, like, you're no Vader. Which, honestly, it's like, we figured that out from the first movie. Like, nobody has to actually say that on screen. He's nothing like Darth Vader, except for in the prequels when he was a whiny little bitch.
Oh. Ow. Oh boy. Adam Driver just had a temper tantrum.
Ugh.
Marco just got a cup of tea.
Yeah, for some reason, as soon as I start a commentary, I have allergy problems.
Oh, really? Too bad. You're bitching out on the commentary.
No, I'm not.
Bad boy.
What the fuck? Yeah, so far, like, this movie's kind of going nowhere. Like, 20 minutes in, it's just kind of like rehashing stuff we already know, like from the last movie. Like, Kylo Ren is not Darth Vader. We knew that. They wanted him to be, but he's trash. Poe's a rebel. We already knew that. So, like, so far it's just, oh
my
God.
God,
Safi,
what's that?
wait until you see this. This is another instance of disrespecting and destroying the character of Luke Skywalker. Here, watch what he does, Safi. Tell me that this isn't disrespecting the character right here.
Gross.
What do you think of that, Safi? You think that that's something
like a cross between an elephant and a
You think that's good, Safi? You think that's something Luke Skywalker would do? Fuck no. As I said, I would have already left the theater.
Now she has to chase after him like a petulant teenager.
I guess he's going fishing or something. I don't know. He's kind of dumb.
Well, he just went fishing?
Mm-hmm. Safi's making some really funny faces. He already fixed his door, too.
She has something in her hand. What's that?
Look at her face, Safi. Look, you see her face?
That circle thing.
Look at that little bratty face. Here, Safi, have some popcorn.
I'm trying to hear it.
Safi, you have earphones in.
I know, I can't.
Turn up the volume in.
Now she's looking at something else. Is this another creature? It says murmuring continues, which means murmur. Murmuring.
Safi, nobody even says the word murmuring except for, like, R.L. Stine.
Okay. Well, indistinct voices. How about that? I don't think I remember any Jedi text from any other movie.
Well, I don't remember this island. We never saw this island in the last movie when she was
dreaming. Is that a real place?
Dreaming.
Is that an AI set thing?
AI?
Or is it? It looks like Ireland.
Safi, AI is literally not a thing.
Oh.
He's asking, why are you here after she's already told him why she's there. Really? It was never there the last movie. Oh, look, it's awake. The Force is awakened. That's dumb. That's so retarded. Oh, she sent me here with hope. Oh my god. God, this movie's bad. Safi, what do you think of that? Say what just happened and say what you think.
I just don't understand it. I don't understand why he's so pissed off or in a bad way.
I came to this island to die. Oh, wow, what a heroic character. Isn't that what we should all aspire to do, guys?
What is she so what is she so upset about?
She's upset. See, Safi?
She's mad at Poe?
Yeah.
I'm a little tiny bit behind you.
Safi,
Wow.
this is not how General Leia would act at all. This is bad, Safi. This is really bad.
Oh, the little circle thing, that's what it is. Uh-oh. That's not good. It's Kylo. He's going to destroy everybody.
Yeah.
He knows he's got to act quickly, but he just still stands there
Who?
for a few seconds. Finn.
That's because Finn doesn't do anything useful. He's just a joke. My Star Wars game is halfway through being downloaded, too. Oh, look, now Kylo Ren is in a fighter.
Look at BB! Look at BB roll!
That's pretty cool. It's too bad that the script for this movie was so bad, because it looks really good visually.
Uh-oh. Oh, well. Uh-oh. Poor Poe. Poor BB. Oh, he's getting himself together. Oh boy. Are they going to be able to escape? Oh look. Mother-son stare down.
He's not staring at her.
Yeah, they are. In their minds. Their minds are touching.
Yeah, telepathically.
Yeah.
And oh, he can't do it.
Oh, he did it anyway. Well, she's dead.
No, Safi, wait and see what happens. It's really
they
hilarious.
faked it somehow?
No, it's really hilarious.
How did they do that? Nah.
Watch this up. It's really funny.
You remember all this?
Oh, I didn't see the movie, but
So this is fake?
I watched a bunch of other people talk about it, and
So
I
this
decided
part's fake. She
I didn't want to
really-
watch it. No, Safi, remember you remember Princess Leia ever having any powers of any kind, Safi?
Not really.
Well, watch this.
In fact, she had fewer than any, as far as the way they showed it. She had
Watch
really
this,
nothing.
Safi.
She
Look.
just...
That's so
Oh, look,
stupid.
there's her daughter!
Safi, look at that. Why is Princess Leia flying? That was really bad,
That's
Safi.
bizarre.
That doesn't
Uh-oh.
make any sense at all.
What's that, the locator with Daisy? Yeah.
That's the Apple Watch.
Yeah! The Star Wars Apple Watch. Oh. Chewie. Having a campfire. He's having a barbecue. That doesn't even look real. That looks fake.
You look
Plastic
fake.
or rubber. Oh, what's he doing? Checking out the cruiser?
I think that's the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, it is.
So,
Because he said, "Where's Han?"
obviously, it's we don't even need to mention this, but it's really disgraceful that they couldn't have at least had Luke, Leia, and Han Solo get on screen for one scene together.
Yeah.
They couldn't have even done that. You know, like, that's like the bare minimum that the fans asked for. And they couldn't even do that.
Look, there's R2-D2, the real one.
Oh God, we're gonna hear the word hope again. Oh my God.
You just said that was a cheap move.
Yeah, we had to hear it again.
Oh, that's old.
That's so dumb.
You're my only hope. Yeah, she did. I remember that. That was in the first one. And they played it over and over and over again because they didn't know who she was at first.
Yeah, they killed Admiral Akbar off screen.
Oh, we didn't even see that.
That's the character where the actor was so upset that he was crying because they did such a disrespectful thing to that character.
I bet.
Now, Safi, here comes the worst character of the movie. She is the primary feminazi. She is the most sickening feminazi character probably in recent movie history.
Her?
Yeah. She's got the pink hair, too.
She has to be new. I don't recognize her.
It's Laura
Wait a
Dern.
minute. Is that,
It's Laura Dern, Safi.
Oh my God! She's in these?
She's in this one.
And she has purple hair.
Yeah, that's typical SJW feminazi attire. I would never, ever, 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 ever work for someone that looks like this or take orders from someone who looks like this. Ever.
But that doesn't make sense,
Ever.
Marco. There's so many unusual looking people, or whatever you want to call them, figures. Oh, look, there's another gray BB.
Safi,
Oh boy.
you think that any
He's not
good...
very nice in this movie.
Yeah, do you think that any good leader would do this, like, where they wouldn't tell their... I mean, that's really disrespectful, too. Like, she's not going to tell him what the plan is. Like, you just have to, that's
You know
really
why
bad.
she can't tell him the plan?
Why?
She won't tell him the plan because she doesn't know the plan.
No, she has a plan.
She does?
She's just not going to say anything about it.
Isn't she going to need help with everything if she wants to
I don't know.
initiate her plan?
I think what happens is that, like, oh god. Now here's the China diversity quota character. She was basically put in this movie to, be a really easy, like, a baiting type of character for the Chinese audience to try to make, like, Chinese people really like this movie. And it had the opposite effect because she's really ugly. I mean, they took this actress and they made her look as ugly and unattractive as possible, and her character's just complete trash. And
is she a familiar actress?
No.
I was going to say she doesn't.
she's a diversity quota character, just like Finn.
Marco, I don't like that.
It's true. It's also because, like, they don't want Finn to be with Mary Sue, and so they're giving him her. They're like, okay, you can have this chubby, ugly Asian girl that we made look really ugly, and she doesn't even look like this in real life. And, yeah. This is really goofy, too. I have a popcorn kernel stuck again, too.
So that little light stick she had in her hand, that was a stun gun?
That's a taser, Safi.
Oh, I was going to say. Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's too bad. It's too bad for the actress too. I mean, maybe the actress is a pretty good actress, but they really
Why did
did.
she do that? She just got out of being in a coma or whatever. Oh, she thinks he's deserting. I was going to say, why would she do that? He just got out of a fucking coma, and she tased him.
Hey, I got the popcorn kernel out. It took me 30 minutes.
Marco, maybe you shouldn't be eating popcorn.
You know what this reminds me of, Safi?
No.
You know how in all those movies, you'll have like a male character. I'm going to pause it too. You know how in all those movies you have like this male character,
Yeah.
and he really wants to get with like the attractive love interest, and then they give him like this really ugly one instead, and then he's forced to like be with her for the rest of the movie? That's like what they did to Finn. It's like, here, you have to be with this really ugly, disgusting looking Chinese girl.
It looks like she has a wig on too.
Yeah. I mean, that's all. Here, because I'm not saying the actress is ugly. I'm saying that like what they did to her is here. I want to show you what they did to her. To show you what the agenda is really. I mean, see, Safi, she doesn't look like that in real life.
Yeah,
And
I'm wondering if that was the girl who was in
that versus
TV
that
show.
That versus that. Like, you see what they did to her, Safi? That's an agenda. It's an agenda to make, we can't have female characters be attractive in a movie anymore. They have to look ugly and disgusting. They have to look like men, basically.
No, I think they have to look androgynous. That's right. Finn knows about all their secrets. Well, now we're going to do computer hacking.
Oh, look, Safi, the yellow Yoda is back. Remember her?
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
I was going to ask you. I was going to say, who is that?
It's too bad, too, because, like, I think I already told you that's Lapita that's playing her. And honestly, like, it would have actually been so much better if she had been, like, a yellow Yoda character to Mary Sue.
Yep.
She also kind of looks like Snoke, too. You notice that?
Yeah. A comical version. Yeah, she does.
Yeah. That's weird.
That's interesting.
So, Safi, whose side are you on now? Are you on his side, or are you on the pink-haired lesbian side?
Well, I just saw... I'm a little bit ahead, but...
No, I just asked you a question, Safi.
Okay, I don't...
Who do you think is right in this situation? The stupid pink-haired lesbian who won't say what her plan is?
Oh, no, she's not right.
Or the people who are actually trying to do something?
The people who are trying to do something.
Yeah.
Well, what is...
That's what I thought.
Were they related or something?
So now, for some reason, it seems like Kylo Ren has, like, telepathic powers with everyone or something? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know what's going on here. It looks like a psychic connection, but they're way far away from each other.
But he had a psychic connection with his mom, too, so I don't understand, like, why does everyone have psychic connections? That's not how it works. Where it's really convenient.
Are they related?
There's alien slave laborers for Luke. For, like, alien Oompa Loompas.
I don't know what he's going to be able to teach her. I think she already knows it all.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what she knows. I mean, doesn't have an awareness of it. But she's becoming an aware. Yeah. She's becoming aware.
Yeah, Safi, they're alien Oompa Loompas.
Oh.
That's really weird.
She's going to leave Kylo Ren to her without... It doesn't matter about all that tracking crap. Because they have some kind of connection.
What? Oh, God.
I'm a little bit behind.
I see a bad movie. Right, Safi?
Well, we're kind of getting into the ether.
The ether? It's pronounced ether, Safi.
And he's mad at her now again.
That's bullshit.
Uh-oh.
The darkness is calling Mary Sue. And now this is something that actually was kind of interesting to me. They talked about the idea of gray Jedi, meaning like Jedis that aren't like fully Jedi, but then they're not fully Sith. They're kind of like in between. And I thought that's actually an interesting idea. So.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what do you think about gray Jedi, Safi? What do you think of that idea?
I don't know. Well, that maybe that's what she was before. Maybe it's people that can be Jedi, but they don't know that they have it within them.
No, Safi, that's not what gray Jedi means.
Well, that's what it should mean.
No.
Well, what are they called? Pre-Jedis? I mean, is that what she is?
She's a Mary Sue, Safi.
Oh, God, don't tell me these little animals are going to be on board the ship.
Yeah. I told you, Safi, it's for merchandising.
So
it's like, look at these cute little creatures over and over and over again throughout the whole movie.
I've never seen that.
I think they're stupid. I think, like, all the people who said that Return of the Jedi is bad because of Ewoks, take a look at this movie and these stupid porgs. Like, uh-oh, I think I lost sound. Oh, never mind.
Why is she connected with him? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I mean, they're asking, the characters are asking, why are we connected? Or he's asking.
Her character's so stupid, Safi. Rose.
Okay, he's at Kroger. Oh, I see. We're gonna have a repeat of the bar scene from, I don't know, did they have that in the first one, or whatever one of those first three that had the bar scene and everybody talked about all the weird characters, except in this one it has a lot more human looking characters. And that's strange. I guess because it's a casino and that was just
This is basically a critique on capitalism, this whole sequence, Safi. I'm just preparing you for it.
I don't understand it.
Huh? What? What? They need to hack. They need to hack to get into Snoke's ship, and so they need to get this hacker guy from this place. But Safi, this is actually a very typical critique of the movie. Is that this whole sequence? It goes on for like 30 minutes.
Oh,
Basically,
really?
almost this whole sequence could have been cut from the movie. It's basically just a bunch of agendas, like animal cruelty, BS, and all this stuff that really isn't related to the rest of the movie. And I can already tell, and I can't stand looking at that character, that Rose character. I'm literally going to put my hand up to the screen so I don't have to look at that face the whole movie. Like, seriously, like, she is so unpleasant to look at. It's like, honestly, like, I'm not putting up with that. What do you think of that, Safi? I mean, Safi, seriously, like,
Are you kidding me?
what is up with that character, Safi? I mean, that's really bad.
Do you see that thing he has on his jacket? That's probably that was probably a communication device, or so he could cheat. It's a cheating thing. It has to be. I don't know why they're showing that. It doesn't seem to matter. Doesn't have any bearing on the story.
I told you. Okay, I'm gonna pause, and I'm gonna go put the icing on the brownie.
Okay.
Take this in. Safi, what do you think of this movie so far? I mean, it's almost halfway through. What do you think so far? Just tell the audience, like, I mean, tell them, like, how this compares to Rogue One and Force Awakens. Like, is this better? Is it worse? And what do you think?
I don't know. I've had some favorite TV shows. I'll say what they were. They're not on anymore. Grimm and Sleepy Hollow, and they were really, really good. Like, you know, for a few seasons, and then when you got near the final one, I call it, they went off the rails. And Grimm, they were okay. It kind of made sense, but then there were several huge plot holes that they left open, maybe for a return to the show, I don't know. And then for Sleepy Hollow, they just went way off. I mean, they just went bananas, and they just went crazy, and like they just didn't have, I mean, the direction was just like, what in the heck just happened here? And there's no way to repair it. I don't think they'll ever be back. But it was really cool the way they had it. I loved it, and this movie kind of reminds me of those two shows, because right now they've kind of like gone off the rails, and they're steering, and they have a couple of directions, and they're kind of like going there, and they don't really know what they're doing, it seems like. And I mean, she's got a connection with Kylo Ren. Why? And then it's the implication is that from Luke is that she has a kind of like a Darth Vader dark mindset or something underneath that she's not aware of and that could come out, and maybe that's why she and Kylo Ren have a connection. I don't know. I was a little bit ahead on my watching the movie than Marco, and so that made it a little bit hard to get everything clear. But I mean, they've gone off the rails, I would say, in this movie. And I don't know how to explain it. And then have Luke. So what if she has this underpinnings of her character is could lean towards the dark side? Couldn't they all lean towards the dark side if something happened? And he just wants to go bury himself in a hole and hide. And that's just, that's very antithetical to his character from the first 3 movies. I mean, just the first movie alone. And, you know, his aunt and uncle were killed, and by Darth Vader and company. And now you have it's almost like the Darth Vader, like I said, has been replaced by the Star Wars version of Voldemort. And he even kind of looks like him, except he looks more like a kind of another character now, but they have similarities. It just reminds me.
I think that what this season reminds me of is, you know how like in the X-Files season 7, they brought in like all the religious crap and they made it to where like aliens were like a part of like, I don't know, like, but they did all this religion? No, they did all this like religious stuff in season 7, and like Mulder had like this dark character path that he took to where at the end of the season he wanted to be abducted by aliens.
No, yeah,
and then
I didn't like
Scully. She was having like her conflict with religion, and to me it's like that's what this is like.
Yeah. Where
like they're trying to purposefully force the characters to have these like conflicts with themselves and things to make it darker, and it comes across as being really forced, pun intended, you know, like something that really isn't natural to the story.
Well, my take on it, Marco, was that in those 2 of my favorite shows ever, that near the end, last season, of course these aren't Star Wars, this is the last Star Wars movie, but that if they've gone off the rails.
Yeah.
They've come up with these ideas. And
that are stupid.
So in this one, I'd say there's a couple. One of them...
Yeah, what's your least favorite thing so far of the movie?
Well, this thing with her connection with Kylo Ren, and then the thing with Luke running away from her like a baby and wanting to hide because he's scared of the dark side. I just don't... You know, he had the choice when she gave him that weapon, that Jedi weapon. He had the choice to take that, and then that would begin a new beginning. And I guess didn't they have another Star Wars movie? Wasn't it called The New Beginning?
No, they have one more that's the sequel to this, and then they have the Han Solo prequel movie, and then other than that, they just have TV seasons. Because what happened was everybody got fed up with Star Wars and what they were doing to it, except for all the retarded fanboys, Disney fanboys, and so people stopped seeing the movies. So like Han Solo prequel, it did terribly at the box office. Rise of Skywalker did terribly at the box office. And so Disney was like, okay, instead of that, we're just going to make cheap TV shows that we don't really have to worry about if people watch them or not. Like
kind of like a Marvel stuff.
Yeah, like what Marvel's doing. That's exactly what they're trying to do. Mm-hmm. So they have The Mandalorian, they have Andor, which is about the guy from Rogue One.
And I've seen the merchandise for The Mandalorian. They're constantly showing merchandise.
They have the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. And they have the stupid new show that was made by a lesbian assistant to Harvey Weinstein.
Oh my God.
His personal assistant. She got to make her own Star Wars show. And it's horrible. It's anti-men propaganda. No. They're live action. Oh. That's the one where they had a rap song in Star Wars.
Oh, gross.
And where the main actress of the show, after people were criticizing it, instead of like respecting the fans criticizing the show, she made this little rap song where she was insulting all the fans who were criticizing it and saying that they're stupid or something, and she made herself look so terrible. And I can't wait for you to see that, Safi, because it's really hilariously bad.
Well, this movie, I would say it had.
But it looks very nice.
Yeah, that's right. it had the possibility of being really good.
Yeah, but
then
because
they're
of the
doing
script.
things like I said, they did with these two of my favorite shows, where I kind of understand the Grimm one because they should have taken a break, but maybe they were afraid they wouldn't be allowed to come back. I still think they might want to come back. I don't know, but I mean they had too many plot holes. But the Sleepy Hollow, that just went way off the rails, and they could never go back.
And Hannibal.
Yeah, Hannibal went off the rails too, and this what this feels like to me, like those shows that I really liked, how they just went, and even what Marco said about the X-Files, if you even look at that.
I mean, you remember how season 7 was compared to like season 6, season 8. Like it felt like it was a different thing. Like, we have to make the characters go to these dark places, and we have to do this, and we have to do that.
The thing with Luke, though, I mean, once you're a Jedi, you don't go hide.
Yeah.
And like a little baby.
And that's a terrible example to set for children, too. Like, all the children who grew up watching the original Star Wars and seeing, like, Luke Skywalker as their hero, like, what kind of message does it send to them that, like, their biggest hero quit and he's a big whiny bitch baby? Like, what kind of message is that to send to little boys?
Well, I don't know.
Because you have to wonder, like, do they care about setting a good example for little boys, or do they only care about setting a good example for little girls?
Yeah,
That's what it is. It's like, we only care about girls, we only care about girl power, we only care about feminism, the Force is female. Remember that, Safi, the person who's in charge of Star Wars, she wore a shirt that says the Force is female.
Oh, really?
And that completely contradicts what Luke Skywalker said, too. Remember that? Like, Luke Skywalker said it's like the energy that connects everything. And, like, there's nothing about the Force being female. Right, Safi? Like, the Force doesn't have a gender.
No, it doesn't. It's anybody who gets this power to be a Jedi, which I don't even know if that was ever established anywhere.
What?
And that's why this is such a mystery. Her having these Jedi powers, she obviously is one, and didn't know it. And
no, Safi, you can't be a Jedi unless you train to be one. Jedis are a religion. It's a movement. You have to.
Well, then she has a psychic capability to be a Jedi.
Yeah, she has power. And what will she choose to do with it?
And then so Luke, instead of running away like a little baby, should be training her instead of hiding, because she has this connection with Kylo Ren, and
another
I guess she did say she could see him.
Another thing that pissed people off too is that when they made the trailers for this movie, they made it seem like he was going to train her, and they made it seem like the whole movie, like he was going to be her master and her teacher. And so when he didn't, people were like, what the hell? That's not what they showed in the trailers.
Looks like she's just training herself.
Yeah. I don't know why she needs to train. She beat the main villain in a fight last movie without ever having any training at all, so...
Whoops.
I do also think she has a better hairstyle in this movie, too.
Yeah.
Right, Safi? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So now they're shitting on the Jedi. I am creating masks too. I tried using a balloon, but it was terrible and it did not work, and so I gotta use tinfoil.
Oh, really?
It was too round, it wasn't big enough, so...
Well, that's too bad.
Watch this, Safi. You're never gonna believe this. Like, this is something Luke Skywalker would do. I guess they're not going to show it yet.
They're going to show it. I'm ahead. I'm trying to catch up. I mean, I'm trying to have you catch up.
Oh, so you see the part where Luke Skywalker tries to kill a child?
Yeah, it was hard for me to tell what was going on. Well, now she's saying that she's trying to reason with them. Oh, well, they gotta show all that.
So, like, are they going to spend the whole movie... I mean, this movie, it's already an hour into this movie. Are they going to spend the whole movie having, like, a back and forth of, like, Luke is like, the Jedi are bad! And Mary Sue is like, no, they are not! And it's like, are they going to do that the whole movie, Safi?
I don't know.
That's pretty...
Oh, okay, there he is.
That's pretty boring, honestly. Like, just imagine it, like, in a movie or something, or in the Karate Kid. Like, Daniel, you need to learn karate to defeat the bad guy. No, I don't. Daniel, you need to learn karate to defeat the bad guy. No, I don't. That would be a really bad movie, Safi.
I'm behind you now. That's what it is.
And they're still at this casino place.
Well, they're not even
They're going to
part
be
of
there
this.
for like an hour.
So this new commander, Laura, and Leia's daughter, and Leia in a coma. They're about ready to be destroyed.
Okay, I'm going to mold my face now.
So Rose is supposed to be the daughter of Leia. I mean, she's not the daughter of Leia.
Rose?
She's yeah.
Her?
That's what Poe just called with the pigtail girl. Her
What?
real daughter.
Why are you
is her
asking
name
that?
Rose? Because I'm behind.
No,
you.
Safi, the Chinese girl is Rose. Or actually,
Oh.
I think she's Vietnamese. No, Safi.
Oh. That's so funny. He says, "Don't let the wrapper fool you." And Marco's putting this piece of foil over his face as he says that. Don't let the wrapper fool you. The wrapper wrapper meaning W-R-A-P-P-E-R, like something that you wrap in, not a wrap like music.
There we go.
What are those supposed to be with the money? Who's that?
Who's that?
Yeah.
Benicio del Toro.
Oh, is it really? I would never have thought that.
What?
I didn't recognize him at all.
Oh, God.
He just looks so different wearing that kind of
See,
outfit.
Safi?
Oh my God, what the heck is that?
Watch this, Safi. This is another thing that really didn't need to be in the movie.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. What are they?
They're basically like cows. Like it's like a metaphor for cows and animal cruelty and factory farming.
Oh, you said something about that.
And it's like, why does that need to be in this movie? Like, when you make a big movie like this, you need to trim as much stuff as possible to save on the budget, because the budget's already pretty big. And they could have easily trimmed all this out.
This reminds me of another movie we saw.
What movie?
I'm not sure. With the,
Yes, see, this is kind of like an E.T. when Elliot lets all the frogs go.
Yeah, that, but it reminds me of something else, too.
But in that movie, it made sense. And it fit the movie. Oh, God. I can't look at that girl's face at all. It's so bad. Why would they do that? They really, oh, God. I mean, if I was...
Maybe it's one of those Santa Claus movies. Not Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
One of those new, with Goldie Hawn and her...
Christmas Chronicles?
Yeah. Maybe that's what... No, there's something else. This reminds me of something else we've seen. I can't...
As I was saying, if I was given Rose as a love interest, I would probably quit the movie.
That's supposed to be his love interest?
Yeah.
I know you've been saying
basically,
that,
it's like, because remember in the last movie, he was with Mary Sue the whole movie.
I don't believe that.
And in this movie, they're like, no, the black guy can't get with her. He's got to get with an ugly Chinese girl that we purposefully make as ugly as possible. And it's just really bothersome because, like, it's so impossible not to notice how ugly they made her. Like, I've never seen this before, really, I've never seen, like, an instance where they made an actress look as ugly as they managed to make her look in this movie. Right, Safi?
Well, they don't even know where they're going.
I mean, you gotta admit, Safi, look at that.
Marco, I
It's
don't
terrible.
like that personal...
It's terrible.
No, I don't like... This stuff...
Why did they do that to her?
It reminds me of something. I just wish I could think of it.
It's like when you see all those actresses who got plastic surgery, like Anya Taylor-Joy, her disgusting face now. It's like you can't even look at it anymore.
Well,
right,
it's going to look bad when she's older.
Yeah.
They just showed somebody on Facebook who's older.
Gina Davis.
Yeah, I know. Who's older. It looks terrible.
Gina Davis was in that feminazi movie, and she had plastic surgery. She looks terrible. She doesn't even sound like the same person. Looks really bad.
That's a shame. Because she was good.
See, Safi, it's like they're trying to make them love interests. Why would they do that?
Ah!
This movie's kind of dragging on.
Yeah.
It feels like it's really slow. Slower than the last movie. Did you ever say it that you thought this was better or worse than the last movie, Safi? The Force Awakens?
Well,
because I think it's worse.
it's worse than that. It's kind of like going all over the place.
Visually, it's really good though.
And yeah.
So it's too bad for me. To me.
Now is he trying to communicate with her, or he just?
What?
Now she's communicating with Kylo Ren.
Oh God. Why does he look like that? Could you imagine that, Safi, too? Like, oh, you know the guy who killed Han Solo for no reason? We're gonna have a shirtless scene with him in the next movie for no fucking reason at all. Why doesn't she ever take her shirt off, Safi?
Oh.
Well, he took his shirt off for no reason.
He did.
And why is he still talking without his shirt on, too?
She told him to put it on,
It's
too.
so bizarre. What's going on here? See, look. This is the part where they reveal Luke Skywalker wanted to kill an innocent child because he thought that this child had too much power. What do you think of that, Safi?
Oh, really?
What do you think of that?
I can't believe it.
That is definitely destroying Luke Skywalker's character. He looked evil in that shot, too. Luke Skywalker looked evil.
He's trying to get her to kill Luke. He's trying to get her to go to the bad side.
I also think that the way that she's stuck on this island the whole movie, it's almost like it's because she has so much power. If she wasn't on this island, she probably could have killed all the bad guys in this movie and it would be over. Right?
I guess so.
Because it's like, what? This story is just going on and on.
She's going to go to the dark side now, or she's
I don't
going to
know.
go to the underworld, or...
We're almost halfway through, too.
Well, we need to stop.
Which, actually, it's probably a good idea to stop with this movie because it's so repetitive.
Well, it's going on to so many divergent...
It's so slow.
Little...
You like this, Safi? Why don't you watch your own movie?
Well, because it's a bigger screen with you. You know, I look at my phone and watch movies all the time. Watch TV shows, watch movies, and it's nice to see it in something bigger once in a while.
Even if the movie's bad?
Yeah. I think we should stop.
No.
Yeah, let's do. What is this?
I am definitely glad I didn't go to see this on my birthday. Right, Safi? Would you have wanted to see this on your birthday, Luke Skywalker?
For one, it's too long. It's going over on all these different trails.
Luke Skywalker killing an innocent child, or trying to, because he's scared of his power. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Oh, I know. She's trying to look at the Gray Jedi.
No, Safi, the Gray Jedi is a made-up term. It's a term that people made up when they suspected that she would become a Gray Jedi, and that it would be like a new group that would be created. But I don't think that's what happens. I can't remember. You have to think, too, how bad would this movie have been if they weren't, like, forced calling each other the whole movie? Like, this is adding so much, like, that we wouldn't have gotten in terms of, like, it would have been so much more boring if they didn't have this plot convenience, telepathic powers.
Is she supposed to be linking up with him romantically?
Yeah, they are going to make them get into a romantic relationship, Safi.
Telepathically?
And physically. They said, you know what would be a really good message to send to young girls? You should hook up with the guy who killed Han Solo. Hook up with a guy like this. What do you think of this, Safi? You like that?
That's a good place to stop.
You think that's a good message to send to little girls?
Is his intention nefarious, or does he really care about her? Uh-oh. Well, now he's going to run off like a little baby again.
Yeah, again.
Oh my God. Uh-oh.
This is a really...
fighting?
That was a really poorly done fight.
What is going on now?
See, Safi, he's admitting it. He tried to kill an innocent child. That is what you call a character deconstruction, Safi. Right? Yeah.
Huh.
They said it again! They said the word hope again!
They did.
They said Kylo Ren is their last hope? Are you shitting me?
Well, she's
Fuck that!
She's already gone?
What kind of a message
Okay,
is that to send to children? The bad guy is our last hope? Fuck you!
Okay, I think let's stop it now for the day. Don't you think it's a good... And now he's on the island all by himself, and
Yeah.
she's gone,
Yeah.
and all the rest of them are gone too.
Oh, look.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
stop it. Okay, yeah! Safi, this movie's really bad. What do you think, Safi? I mean, isn't this movie, like, pretty disappointing, too? Like, even after the last movie, you were left with, like, a shred of hope of, like, seeing her hand the lightsaber to Luke Skywalker. And as soon as this movie destroyed that hope and had him throw the lightsaber, that was when the movie
Really
was bad.
blew away.
Yeah. What do you think? Don't you agree?
Yeah, but that was at the very beginning. So
Yeah.
that means all the rest of this has been... Well,
Bad.
we can't say the rest of it.
I think it is.
They went off on a tangent.
Yeah.
They went off the rails.
And the next movie gets even worse. Because then in the next movie, they're like, oh, we don't know what to do, so we're just going to give up trying. So, anyway, Safi?
Okay, well, I hope you liked this part 1 of this Star Wars The Last Jedi
It is fun to watch, though, because
movie.
it's fun to watch Star Wars again. Finally.
Yeah. Well, I like it to see some of these old characters, too.
To see them destroyed? To see Luke Skywalker try to kill a child?
That. I don't like
You like that?
Well, he didn't, though.
But he tried to. That's something that Luke Skywalker never would have done, Safi.
And we'll be back
Ever.
tomorrow for part 2. So goodbye, everybody.
Bye!